Thank you for coming. I don't think so. If I were in your shoes, I'm not sure. I would have probably just blocked my number and told me to fuck off. So I appreciate you being here. I really do. I just wanted to say I'm sorry about last night. I haven't really slept. As soon as I got home, I kind of just broke down. And I don't think that I meant what I said. I did. I meant it, but I'm trying to fight it. I came home and Mia asked why I was crying, and I said that I had such a good time with you that it scared me. It scared me how much I look forward to seeing you. And well, she told me I was stupid. She told me I was stupid for not taking a chance on this. Well, my sister seems to be a big fan of you, given the whole burger incident, so, I think that you deserve the truth. Or at least the truth as far as I can tell it. And you can base your decision off of that. Because I would understand that what happened to us is a big thing that is very exhausting to be around. But I owe you an explanation. Because a part of me really hopes that you're gonna see through it. And you're gonna see me. But another part of me also just wants to clear the air because I know I've been so bad at communicating. And I don't want to drag you along. So I'll just tell you and then you can decide whether you want to be with me or not. Okay? No, Mia's not here. She's at the restaurant. I told her that I kind of wanted to be alone with you. I don't want to bring that up to her all over again. Ducky's belongs to my brother. He's the owner of it. But the bar used to be my parents'. It's been open since the 80s. It was a passion project of my dad's. he wanted nothing more than to just make people happy and bring people together, and he bought that bar back when it was worth nothing, and I saw the pictures. It was awful, like smashed windows and everything, and he bought it for practically nothing. And he poured all of his energy and time into trying to fix it. He would spend hours, days, thousands of bucks. And when it opened, it was like an instant thing. My parents did it together for decades. And me and my siblings, we grew up in that bar. When I came home from school, I went to the bar and I did my homework there. Same with my sister, same with my brother. That bar was more than our home. That bar was everything. It was like, that's where my family was. Dawson is my older brother. He's the oldest. And right before everything went down, he kind of started going down a bad path. He made some really bad friends, made bad decisions. He got addicted to a lot of bad shit. And it was screaming matches. Every night, he would come home drunk or high, and my dad would start yelling at him that he went to a different bar and that he got drunk somewhere and that he drove home sometimes. He was trying to get him more shifts at the bar just to keep him occupied. And it was a constant thing at home. And I couldn't really handle that. I was constantly afraid that our family was gonna be messed up by this, and Mia, she kept on trying to comfort me by saying that it wasn't my fault and that I couldn't do anything about it. But I didn't think that was true. I tried to talk to Dawson a few times to try and get him to chill out, but we weren't close. And I was 17 and he was 25. So why would he ever take my advice on anything, right? And things kind of just floated along like that for a couple of weeks. And then one night, he came home drunk, and my dad started yelling at him as usual. And I was upstairs in my room and I heard them talk. And he left. He slammed the door. He left. And Mia came into my room to kind of check up on me because she knew that this kind of stuff hit me. I was trying to not make a big deal out of things. I wanted to not be that person to make it all about themselves. but I kind of started crying. I couldn't help it. And she was comforting me. And all of a sudden, there was a sound downstairs of breaking glass. And gunshots. I don't remember what I thought because my mind kind of went blank. It's one of those moments where you can't believe that something's happening, I guess. And Mia said, stay here, I'll go check it out. Because of course she did. And I still see her walk out of my room into the upstairs hallway. And all of a sudden, there's these footsteps up the stairs. And I think she realized that something was wrong because she kind of ducked into the bathroom. But then there were two guys coming up the stairs. And they made eye contact with me. And they had guns. And I froze. And they saw me. They ran up to me, shoved my door open, and it hit the wall. I can still hear that. The sound of that door hitting the wall. And one of them put a gun to my head. And he asked me where the money was. I said I didn't have any money. We had everything invested into that bar. At least that's what I knew. So I told him, there's no money. I don't know anything. I'm 17. I don't know anything. They didn't believe me. One of them dragged me off my bed by my hair. He started screaming at me, started kicking me. It hurt. I couldn't do anything. And I knew I was gonna die. I knew. I don't know how, but I knew. And then all of a sudden, there was this bang. My sister had come back into my room, and she was holding like a lamp. And she had smashed it across one of the guys' heads. And that guy kind of went down. But the other guy, the guy that was kicking me, he turned around and he grabbed her. And I saw she made eye contact with me for 1 second, and I saw the fear in her eyes, but I also saw that she was relieved. Like like they weren't focused on me anymore. I think I dragged her into the hallway. And, he dangled her over the railing into the hallway below. And she was crying. She was screaming. She was begging. And I was screaming too, I think, because my throat hurt. And I didn't realize why my throat hurt. But I was screaming. I was begging too. And the guy next to me kind of got out of his daze, and he grabbed me by the hair again. And in that second that he distracted me, Mia fell. She didn't fall. She was pushed. The guy pushed her. And the sound that she made when she hit the ground. And then the doorbell rang. Because the neighbors had heard the screaming, I think. And the guys panicked and they ran. And they never caught them. They never caught them. And the next thing I remember is my brother looking at me next to a paramedic. And he was crying. And the first thing apparently that I said was, Mia's dead. Because I hadn't heard her since she fell. And he said, no, Mia's not dead. He said, no, Foster, Mia's not dead. Mom and Dad are dead, but Mia's not dead. Mom and Dad are dead, but Mia's not dead. Never caught them. That was over 5 years ago. And I still think about it every single day. If I had done things differently, it wouldn't have gone like that. If I would have been better, if I would have tried harder, things would be different. But that's what Dawson said to me, too. If he hadn't left, if he hadn't been drunk, and that's what Mia said. If she'd fought back harder, if she'd hit the other one instead of the one that she hit, anyway, so now you know. That's I can't do anymore right now. I can't do anymore. I can't. Yes. Please. Please hold me. Please hold me.